Evening all. Merry Christmas, everybody. How we all doing? How we all doing? What's new then? A lot in already. Hell, I don't know who was first in, but Aston's up the top there. Robert's Radio Revival Restoration Show. It certainly is. I'm a glutton for punishment, aren't I? I just keep punishing myself. I don't know what I've done to deserve it. Evening, Rob. Bit chilly today, yeah, it certainly is chilly. Hi, Colin, Michael Hyde, Phil Taylor, Daniel, Chris, all the gear, no idea. Who else? We've got quite a few in. I think I've said hello to Rob Hall, ZX, Harvey, how you doing? Mark Dean, hi Mark. Paul Collins, hi Paul, and Simon's got the popcorn. Rob Titheridge, hi Rob. Theo, evening Theo. Benji, Foxy's in. Nick, Patronics, hi Nick. Richard Yardley, the Obelisk Man, how you doing Rich? Evening Doug. A very posh Christmas, yeah, it's Father Christmas. Mrs. Cruncher's wardrobe again. Hi Simon, how are you? Simon's World. And Mike Atlantis. Louder by the day. I've not even pulled all of them out yet. I've still got all my ones from last year. This is the new breed at the moment. Good morning to you, Wenlock. Hout Midag. Douglas, how you doing? So, yeah, I decided, well, no, I didn't decide. Someone ordered an R707 from my website. So, I do need to get the website orders fulfilled fairly quick. Otherwise, I won't get very good reviews, will I? So I need to get cracking, and it's an R707. Oh, I'm sure some of you will be quaking in your boots. I know it's not Simon's favourite radio. I think Mr. Andrew Ausfa, if he's about, it's not a radio he enjoys working on either. So it's one of those radios, isn't it? I mean, I've done so many of them. I should know them off by heart now, really. I sort of do, but they still throw up their own set of problems, don't they? Hi, Rob Cross, how are you? I've made them from Christmas wrapping paper, Theo. Yeah, could have done. I've even got Christmas pajamas this year. Mrs. Cruncher's bought me Christmas pajamas. Can you believe that? Christmas pajamas. Amazing. Oh dear. So yes, we've got an R707 to create. And I've got a few donors here. I'm not sure which way to go with this yet, because there's two versions. There's maybe 2 and a bit versions of the R707. You think so, Mike, do you? Could be Christmas wrapping paper. That's very good, isn't it? With all the stars of Santa. Santa! He's coming soon. We're only on day 8. Day 8. The stream was a bit glitchy to start with, but seems to be settling down a bit now. I think there's problems with the internet here. I'm going to need to get some speed checks done because I'm supposed to be running fairly fast now. Evening, Andrew. Time for a beer. I don't blame you, mate. I'm going to get over to see what Mr. Pengui's got in store for us today. So, without delay, let's go over to Mr. Pengui and see if he's got anything ready for us. Well, Pengui, what do you think? Have you found me one? Sort of, Cruncher. Hey, so that. I'm talking to myself as well now. Let's have a look, see what Mr. Pengui's got for us today then. Right, mate. Hello. Number 8. One day I'll open one of these and there'll be nothing in there. Oh, hello. This looks unusual. Whoa, never ever heard of that before. What do you think of that, Penguin? Rubbish. No, it's not. Look, it's good stuff. So it's some weird and wonderful cherry beer. I've never seen that before. This is one of these specials. Apparently, there's a few beers in here that you can't get anywhere else. So let's go into the Christmas scene because we've got something that Simon will enjoy here. I'm sure Derek will be pleased. Mrs. Cruncher's found the Christmas tree. It's a bit bright here, isn't it? The only thing with the Christmas tree is there's no volume switch on it. So it's full on or nothing. Let's put the lights back on. We'll turn this one up for you. So we've got Tamar Creek, Belgian style sour cherry beer, 2020 vintage. Well, I've never ever heard of this before. It's a new one on me. Sour cherry beer. I'm not sure on this. Made in honour of the Tamar Valley that runs through the Cornwall-Devon divide and famous for its cherry orchards of yesteryear. It's best served in a chalice glass. The beer pours with an off-white head and a rich scarlet red body, having been carefully aged on fresh cherries and oak during its 18-month duration. Gosh, so they've actually aged it with cherries. Bizarre. I suppose I ought to get a chalice style glass then, didn't I? Because I don't think it'll probably do it justice in the Radiocruncher mug. Let's see if I can go and find a chalice glass then. Right, Penguin, how you doing, mate? Yeah, sort of. Loves me, Penguin. Let's find a chalice style glass. I'm sure I've got a Stella glass here somewhere. Oh, I don't know, Mrs. Cruncher's had a bit of a clear out again, I think. Oh, we got this glass that. Yeah, we got this one. This is one that Fat Tony sent me with a load of beers. Let me just double check, see if I've got the other chalice glass. No, I can't see it. No. Mrs. Cruncher's hidden that away. Mrs. Cruncher's hidden that away. But this is the sort of glass that they're talking about. So we're coming up with, let me see, it's half point to line. Festival. Oh, there goes the webcam. Hopefully that hasn't frozen the whole stream like it did the other day. So there we are. A chalice style glass. So this is Purity Brewing Company. I say Tony sent me up those. Hi Nigel, how are you? Whoa! Oh my god, that's not a good start. That was a bit feisty. I think the penguin's been. Oh, Penguin's been shaking that up. I think. It looks a bit muddy, doesn't it? In fact, it looks very muddy. That looks disgusting, doesn't it? I got cherry beer all over the bench now. Well, not all over the bench. That looks foul. Can you see that? It looks like a cup of, well, a glass of coffee that's just had a dash of milk in it. It did say though it'd be white, didn't it? Beer pours with an off-white head and a rich scarlet red body. Really? That looks gone off to me. Rusty. Bum gravy. Simon, you're going to have to explain what the hell bum gravy is. Is that some... Is that something from your neck of the woods? Looks like 2-week-old post office canteen coffee. I thought maybe it might sort of settle, but I don't think it's going to, is it? Oh my god, what have I got here? Evening, Barry. I think I said hello to Nigel. Hi, Rich. Yeah, Rich is there. Michael Stevens. Hi, Michael. Yeah, I don't think Sean finishes work till 5:30 today, so we'll be in a bit, I expect, after he's come home and said hello to the missus. Paper clothes. You're thinking of edible underwear, Doug. I think you could be getting stuff mixed up here. Oh dear. So Rich is saying the R707 you did for me has been brilliant, but has stopped working on FM suddenly. Oh, yeah, of course you can send it back, Rich. How long ago did I do that one? That was quite some time, wasn't it? It must have been at least 3 years ago, Rich, wasn't it? Pear cider. Pear cider is nice. Hi Johnny, how are you? Graham's drinking with his eyes. Bum gravy. I don't know what this bum gravy is. Looks like it drains from an old car radiator. Flip it heck. Does it smell okay? Not particularly, Theo. Not particularly. You think it tastes foul as well? Oh, the runs. Nice, Simon. Oh, that's great. The squits. Nice. Bum gravy. Oh dear, oh dear. Evening, Billy, how are you? Hi, Colin. You stick with a Spitfire, I don't blame you. It looks flat, it is. Do I need to taste it? It says it should have a head on it. I mean, it is fizzy. It's fizzing. Well, it's more like it's alive than fizzing, I think. It's more alive than fizzing. Let's get you in close for a close look. Where are we? So you can see it is fizzing, but that is the colour of it, literally. So it is alive. Looks better under this camera. Yeah. This is the correct colour. That's lightening it up a bit, but this camera here is exactly how it actually looks in real life. Whoa, dear. Yeah, not sure on that. I can drink most things, but that's not great. But you know, I'll drink it. It's Christmas, isn't it? Cheers, everybody. Yeah, okay. It's different. That's what I'll say. It's different. It is different. Oh dear. So before I start, has anybody got or know of a source for these things? Now this is out of that CB radio. I had a little dabble with it today. I haven't been too special today. I've had a banging headache most of the day, so I've not really done a lot today. Just a bit of sorting out. Not done a lot. It's a 50k preset. It's a two-legged one, so it's a vertical. I can get 50k three-legged ones, horizontal ones, but I cannot find a source for two-legged 50k presets, skeleton presets anywhere. As I say, I can get the three-legged ones, but you know, the legs are obviously bent down at 90 degrees. I could cut the third leg off possibly and use it, but I've had a look online today and I couldn't find those anywhere. So if anyone does know a source, then either drop a link in here or drop me an email or leave it in the comments, because I could do with a few of those. In fact, all the presets, they're all that light's not great, is it? Anyway, that's enough of that. 2-pin pot. Yeah, Zelix, I can't get any Harvey anywhere. Make my own. Simon says they're a sod to find. And I did find some 20k ones in Malaysia. But this one starts just over 40k. It won't go to 50k. And this is the one in the squelch circuit on that CB, so if anyone knows of a source, then let me know. Or if you've got one knocking about, let's have another drink of this. You know, if you got served that in the pub, it would go straight back, wouldn't it? Is that right? I don't know. Well, St. Austell, I don't know that you're going to sell a lot of that. it's different. But yeah, it could well be the what Simon said earlier, going on tomorrow after I've drunk that lot. Right. So we'll save the tree till Derek comes in. He'll be chuffed that that Mrs. Cruncher's found that. She said she found it up in the loft in her tat box, as she calls it. How dare she? How can she say such a thing? Right, R707s. Now these are not the best examples we've ever seen. These are just ones that I've grabbed. So we've got 3 of them here. Let's just zoom out a little bit because... So we've got 3 of them here. They're all in different states of repair. They're all mega dusty. But the idea is we can try and make 1 out of the 3. So this one at the front is probably one of the better contenders. It's the older style with the Roberts block badge, which I actually quite like. Looks a bit more retro than this type with the rectangular badge. So this one's got a bit of a dodgy grill. It's a bit beaten. This one's got an absolutely perfect grill, although it's a yucky yellow colour. So this has been in a smoker's house, I would think. And on the top, you've got these. These have gone like a yellowy colour. Some may say it's a golden one, but no, it's tarnished. It's got a decent aerial in it. Again, those aerials are rare as hen's teeth. These other 2 haven't got an aerial in at all, so I've robbed the aerials from them for other radios. We've got a knob missing there, but we've got a knob there that looks pretty good. The last one, again, is one of the older types. But, yeah, this one's not looking great. But, as I say, I need to look over all of them just to see which is the best candidate. So this one's got the best grill. It's the older style with the block badge. The badge is really good condition. The knob, that knob's pretty manky, but it's not damaged. And I don't think either of those 2 are damaged either. It's got the buttons without the brights on, which are better because they don't pop off. It's got an aerial. Let's have a look at the timber. That side's fine. Let's have a look at this one. That side's fine as well. Okay, this one's looking good so far. Got a little scratch on the back there, but that's nothing. We've got a hole in the back panel there, so we're going to need to swap the back panel over. We need a knob, so we'll pinch that knob for now, if I can get it off. Pinch that knob, so it's now got a knob. So the back panel on this one's fine. So that back panel's a possible donor. And this one, the grill is almost perfect on it. There's a couple little tiny dinks in it. We're missing the handle on this one. Badge has lost a lot of its chrome. But the back panel is okay. And let's just have a look in the back of these, all 3 of them, because I think I've had these apart by the sounds of it. Because this one's got something rattling. Okay, yeah, so I've taken the battery. Well, you can see we've got a very rusted battery tray in that one. Spanky, how you doing? And Gavin and Andy Tobin. Evening, all of you. So yeah, this one's obviously had a bit of battery leakage. This can be fixed. I mean, end of the day, it's it looks like it's some sort of powder coating or something, but it's only a case of stripping it back and repainting it. Everything else is there though. Both the modules are in there, lurking. We've got an original metal shafted volume on-off switch. Again, they're pretty unique on these. They've got a twin-ganged potentiometer on them. There's some weird and wonderful name they call it. Is it bandaxial or something like that? I'm not sure, but no speaker in this one, so I've obviously pinched the speaker out of this one for something else. So, you know, there is some useful bits in there, but I've certainly robbed the knobs off of this one. But we have got a usable back panel on this one. So this is probably the candidate to have the back panel off. So let's have that one off. Let's have them off. Screwdriver's a little bit big. As I say, these are probably this and the R600, because they're virtually the same. Well, they're the same. Oh God, these screws are seized in. They've got the same IF strip pretty much, and a very similar amplifier. Obviously, the R600 isn't as high a spec as this one. It does sound nice, but these sound absolutely amazing when they're done. I mean, you've seen me do loads of these. So if you watch the channel regular, or you've watched my back catalogue back, you'll see probably 3 or 4 of these that I've done on the channel. And I think we did a module on one of these live not that long ago. The screws have had it. So right, there's our donor back panel. That one's good. We just need to swap over the serial number badge. So that is well and truly a donor radio now. There's no back panel. So let's have another look over this. What's the handle like on this? Yeah, although it's grubby, it is okay. Let's have a look, see if there's anything in the back of this. Oh, hello. Someone's been in here playing that. Someone's been in here playing. I wonder what on earth that is. Has someone stuck an external input in it, or is the headphone socket packed up? Okay, but it's looking okay in here. It's got a bit of corrosion on this central piece. Let me just get you in a bit closer. You can't really see there, can you? Let's get you in a bit closer. So we've got a bit of corrosion on this piece, so we need to pull out the next one because there was no battery tray in the first one. Okay, yeah, this one's got a much nicer battery tray. So we're going to have the battery tray out of this one, which as you can see is like brand new. So that's our donor battery tray. We're getting there. It's been got at. Spanky, how you doing, mate? Tap box? Beer's not right, Andrew. It's not. It's not like none of that German stuff over there. They make some lovely stuff over there. So clear. So drinkable. So if you get any of that for Christmas, give it to someone else. It's not Purity, by the way. It's an Ostel's Ales. If anyone's just joined and they're wondering what the hell that is, it's this. Tamar Creek, and to be honest, it does look like the water when the tide's gone out. Yeah. So it's a cherry beer. It's 5.1%. Luckily, it's only in a small bottle, so it won't take long to get rid of. Oh, dear. Nasty. Nasty. Oh, my. Oh, my. Yes, Derek. No, Mrs. Cruncher found it. I said, what have you done with my tree? She's like, I don't know where it is. But it was in her box of tats, apparently. In her tacky box. That brings back some memories, Simon, doesn't it? All that brown plastic and everything. All that horrible brown plastic. Oh dear. Good fun. A nice multi-harvest project. Yeah, certainly. I think, and Mr. Cody's gave me a load of these radios. Not these particular ones. I've got a load more. I've probably got 20 odd of these. Somewhere around about 20 R707s. If I see them cheap, I pick them up. I'm just catching up with the chat. Should we bring DC back? What's the price of petrol in the UK these days? Not sure, Doug. I haven't got any petrol for a little while, and I can't remember. It's per litre as well now. Pour some of that drink on the mess. It might well fizz it all up and get rid of it. Paddy! Winner! Paddy, do you know that you won the CB radio? Paddy, you won the CB radio, mate. You obviously didn't watch all of Sunday's live stream, did you? So you need to send me an email, Paddy. Because this is coming to you. So, you need to drop me an email, Paddy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Make 2 out of 3. I've got enough spares to build quite a few, to be fair. All right. Jose, how you doing? Proper stuff, it's rank. What Simon said. Bum juice or something he called it, didn't he? I can't remember now. It was brewed in... You've looked it up, Spanky, have you? Brewed in November 2018 by Lee Walker and Roger Ryman, our late brewing director, who sadly passed away in May. A warning, yeah. It does say 2020, though. The date on the bottle's 2020, look. So, 2020 vintage. If you get any Tamar Creek Cherry Beer, I'll send it to you. That's how I've got a taste for it. Mike, how you doing? Mr. Racing Demon, welcome, mate. You're a winner. You see, you should have stayed, so you need to pop me an email, Paddy. Drop me an email there, Paddy, and we'll sort it out for you. Dom has very kindly agreed to help towards the postage as well. Mr. Driver Film Shortwave. It's got 4 out of 5 stars on average, that beer. Really? You certainly did, Paddy. You'll have to play back the stream on Sunday near the end, Paddy. Go into Sunday stream and just play the end bit back. Add Bisto to improve it. Where do I do that? I put my email address up on the screen there, Paddy. If you go back to last Sunday's live stream, so you'll have to go to you'd have to go back to the video from Sunday and just play back the last bit just to see yourself winning it. I think you were in at some stage on Sunday. So what have we got so far then? We need to change the back door. Someone's drilled a hole there, whether that was to put a cable through to connect into here. Whether that's for playing back MP3 or something into the radio. I mean, that could be a useful addition to a radio. But I don't like drilling holes in anything. I'd like to keep stuff as standard as possible. So I think the new owner of this radio watches the live stream, so maybe he might want to keep that in. But we'll see how it's connected in a minute. First of all, we need to try and get some power on this. This is rank. Someone's absolutely been at that board. Or is that the power? Hang on. No, that is the power. No, this is the power. So ignore that. Someone's taken the power off of this. Put this in so as they can run it from an external jack for some reason. That's what it is. There's me thinking it was something clever like an external input, which you can do on these. You can cut an input into them, play about with some resistors and get yourself an input on MP3. Let's take that off then a minute. Then we could connect it up to some power and see if it's actually doing anything. And it'd be a useful spare jack, that actually. I haven't got any female ones, I've only got males. There we go. Phew. Smelly. Right, this is a 12-volt radio. So do we think this is going to work? Bearing in mind, I'm sure that those of you in the know that there's a major issue with these radios. And the major issue is kindly given to us by Mullard in the form of a lovely module, which we all love to repair. I actually do enjoy messing about with the modules, to be honest, but okay. Right. Will she or won't she then? It's going to come apart anyway, regardless, but the module's going to get done even if it works amazingly well. It's still going to get sorted. Incidentally, I got a copyright hit for yesterday's video. God knows what foreign stuff was on there that they recognised, so I need to get in and get rid of that, really. Apparently they've not demonetised it or anything, but that's not the point. You know, I only played a small clip of it while we were tuning through the bands, so need to get that one disputed ASAP. So what do we think then? Module Tin Whiskers, yeah. You think it might on FM, Mike? Stephen Sharp, how are you? Imperial measurements don't make sense. Oh, the grandkids came over. David, good evening to you. David Roberts. Sure, another sip of the Tamar water. Cheers, everybody. No, fruit beers don't do it for me, really. Right, let's have a look. VHF. Oh, hello. We've got a dirty switchbank here. The switchbank. The VHF isn't latching. Oh, it is now. Oh, okay. Let's pop the aerial up. Well, actually, no. We'll put a clip lead on the aerial because I don't really want to get that up yet. Let's clip that on somewhere. Here we go then. We've got hum, drawing 30 milliamps. Well, the amplifier's working, but that's it. Game over. Right, as I thought, it definitely ain't working. So it's time to get her apart. Let's pop the power off. So it's a no worky. Hi Andy, how are you? Andy Beck. Yesterday's show, yeah, that was interesting with the the ICF 2001D Sony. I think people quite enjoyed trawling through the shortwave bands as well, so we might do that on one of the streams. I'll dig out one of my shortwave radios, and when we're doing a later stream, and it won't be tomorrow, actually, a later stream. I thought Mrs. Cruncher was working late tomorrow, but she's not. She's in early and coming home about 4:30, so I think it'll be normal stream tomorrow, about 5:30. Thursday will be the same. I'm having a day off Thursday, but I'll do the stream as normal. Then I think Friday will be a late one, and Saturday will be a late one. So maybe one of those 2 days we'll do a bit of a shortwave follow along. So I'll give you plenty of warning, and you can all dig your shortwave sets out, and we'll have a trawl through the bands and see what we can find. And I'll dig out the World Radio and Television Handbook for Spanky, because I know he loves me promoting that. So we'll dig that out for Mr. Spanky. Just have a look. Right, let's get this out of the case then, and let's have a look, see what's up with it. So we need to undo the screws on the bottom. Let's zoom out a little bit. Now these Phillips, or are they Posi drive? They're Posi drive, okay. It's always a wonder what screws they put in. There should also be a cup washer in here as well, which there is. It ain't going anywhere. And very often these cup washers are just tight enough to stay in the radio. I haven't scratched that, it's just rubbed it a bit. Let's see if we can just pop those off, because they're bound to drop off if I don't. That's that one and that one. And this is the aerial base. Well, that was pretty loose anyway. That's a different type of screw altogether. It's about an M. It's not an M3. It's bigger than an M3 by the looks of it. It's probably an old Imperial one. Let's take this. No, actually, yeah. Let's take the back door off. Something more than my beer spank, he's saying. Clive, how you doing, mate? I know, this has been like this for years though. It's not something that I've just got in, but it does need a good wipe down. But it's all coming apart, Clive. So it's a lot easier to give it a wipe down once it's apart. It is minging though, isn't it? It isn't like me to not wipe it down though. Most of this dust is my dust though. It's good to see that before and after though, isn't it really? If I'd wiped it all down, you wouldn't see the massive improvement we're going to make on it. So that's the back door, the dodgy back door. So let me think. So that's disconnected anyway. The speaker will take off in a minute, but that should now pop out. Just move the strap out of the way. Okay. Can I get in on those speaker connections without taking the speaker out yet? Yeah, I should be able to. So that one. Got it caught around my camera leg. And the other one. There we go. Speaker looks okay. I can't remember how many ohms these are. I think these are a funny size. They're 25 ohms, something like that. I can't remember. So there we are. So here's our chassis. What should we do here? What's the speaker size, I wonder? Let me just get the service info up. Let's have a swig of this lovely beer. Cheers, everybody. Tamar water. Amazing. Loudspeaker. 4 ohm. Okay. There's 4 ohm. "12 transistors, 7 diodes, medium wave, long wave, short wave, VHF." So that's got shortwave on these, don't forget. 5.85 to 7.3 megs. I'm not sure what band that is. Probably somewhere in the 40 meter band, isn't it? 40, 49, 41 to 49 meters, something like that. Notice it says miniature jack socket for external earpiece. So it's not headphone jack. It's an earphone jack. 300 to 1,000 ohms impedance. It's also got a miniature jack socket for tape recording from a detector via 68 kilo ohms. So it's got an output. That's an output, isn't it? 2 Everready 996s, a 6-volt lantern battery. How to dismantle it, all the rest of it. And this is a photocopy of my own. I've actually got this technical data. This is a scan of mine, and someone's very kindly written on here what all the different wire colours are, because all of this is going to have to come out in a bit. And the problem area, and most likely the reason this thing ain't working, is this here, this IF amplifier. pretty much everything goes through that amplifier. Sometimes you can get an FM signal through it and not AM. Very rarely you'll get AM and not FM. But it uses different transformers for FM and AM inside here. But normally it's just the transistors inside are shorted to ground and just kills the signal totally dead. Say the amplifier stages all seems to be working okay. Someone's even written the voltages on here. It's not me, I haven't written that. I'd rather photocopy it and write the thing on the photocopy, not the original. So we've got this cap here, look, C42, which is right across the positive and negative. So, you know, if you're doing one of these, you need to change that one, ideally. Because if your radio is totally dead, that can kill it. That can reduce your battery life considerably as well if it's a bit leaky. And there's another one here, C41 in the output stage. So yeah, if you're only doing, I think I did a repair on one of these not that long ago. Was it an R600? I can't remember if it was a 600 or 707, but the only two caps I did were those two, I think. Yuck. Yeah, I won't be purchasing any of that, Mr. St. Austell Brewery Man. Right. Let's catch up on my chat and then we'll crack on and stick some more power back on this. You don't know the words, Graham, that's why it's humming. Very good, Derek. Gloves needed for handling. Hi, Dave Rhodes, how are you? So yeah, just I'll have a think about bands, what I can get here, see what aerials I've got up that are working. I've got to sort my long wire area out because it's dropped down onto the fence at the moment, so it needs to go up in the air a little bit better. You have one that's 12 ohms, Benji, do you? Spanky's retracting. Yours going to come out the same colour as it went in. It'll probably help the motions, if you know what I mean, Spanky. Yeah, you've got to love the modules. I think you've got one of these, Simon, haven't you, Mr. Spanky? Video Monkey, how you doing? Toilet time. Does the house need pebble dashing? Yeah, right. Okay, so, oh, hello, that's an unusual cap. Ah, I've not seen one of those in one of these radios before. Let's just get a bit closer down. Yeah. We've got a little Elka mode hidden in there, look. Look at that. Nasty Elka mode. So let's connect it back up. Let's grab a speaker a minute. I need to find a 4 ohm speaker. What are these here? Is that a 4? Let's have a look. Should be able to get roughly on this. I need to get one of those impedance meters like Chris has got. That's what I need. It's what I needs. So I'm just going to check its electrical. That's 8 ohms by the looks of it. I think that's 4 or 5 ohms. This is the one that I replaced for somebody. It's laughing at. I can't remember whether it was an R707 or an R600 that I did. I can't remember, but that should do. I mean, it's higher rather than lower. Let's measure in 6 ohms again, but I'm sure that came out of an R707. Ho, 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 ho. More beer. Kenny. How you doing, Kenny? Thank you, Video Monkey. Much appreciated. Serial number 31988. Well, this one is much earlier. This is, if you can see that, 19423. So you've got one of the newer ones with the rectangular badge, Simon, I think, haven't you? What's that, Kenny? That's is that for the skeleton pot? Is that what you mean, Kenny? Let's have a quick look then. Oh, let's open eBay up. Oh, it's not that. God, too, it's getting hot in here. It's 24 degrees in here now, according to this. I don't know why it gets so hot in here. From Uncle Bulgaria. Let's just quickly go onto my screen then. It's a three-legger. Yeah, that's got the 3 legs on it. See, I only want one with the 2 legs because there's no ground connection anywhere near the pot. So it's got to be a 2-legger, Kenny. But I could do that. Just cut one of the legs off, couldn't I? I'd probably have to just put some hot snot on it just to stabilize it. But saying that, the originals aren't very stable. So thanks for that, Kenny. From Bulgaria, though. George, how you doing? Tea time. Graham, you were mad. Speaker talking. Oh, it shows 3 and 2 leg. All right, okay, I'll have another look at that then. Showing 2 leg also. Benji keeps saying just make one. Body temperature on the rise, it certainly is. Let's just connect it up to this for now. This is a pretty rough speaker. In fact, probably the other one's a bit better. It seems to be measuring the same ohms. It won't hurt for testing. Testing. I'm sure these would have come out of either an R707 or an R600. This one looks a little bit better. Yeah, that was fine. Okay. Let's connect it back up again. We can give it a good old whack in there because that's the order of the day. You're gonna eat dinner and watch as well, George, at the same time. I can't do that multitasking stuff like that. Yeah, luckily my headache's going a little bit now, which is nice. Did take some tablets before we started. Let's have a look then. Oh, hang on, it's making the pop noises. What are we on? Let's... So we should have classic FM there. It's trying. Let's give it a tap. Can it come to life? We can certainly tell our amplifier's working if I just touch the center pin. So the amp's definitely working. It looks like we've had a replacement cap in there as well, because that's RS branded over there. Can't really get in because the actual switchboard is in the way of the beloved module. So no, it's not going to come to life. See if it'll come to life on long wave. There's definitely nothing coming out of that going into the rest of the circuit, I don't think. We'll have a probe around with the signal tracer quickly, just in case. It could be one of the caps killing it dead, but I don't think so. Let's find the signal tracer. I did say I've got a really good circuit for the probe, so I'll maybe have a look at that in a bit before we finish, if someone reminds me. It's a place to check, really. We've got the pins coming out the module. Where are they? Pins are coming out the module here. Absolutely nothing. I think this has been got out before, this one. No, I can't hear any RF at all on that. Trying to think if we've got anything coming out of here. No, it's dead. So that is definitely the module. But there we go. No real surprise there. So how are we doing? We've got an hour. We've got an hour, so let's get the module out, shall we? Should be enough time to get it out and have a look, I reckon. Madness doing it live, but there you go. What more can you expect? One day this will be a lovely radio. How are we doing? Off for dinner, Mike. Catch you in a minute, mate. Wallow. I don't think that'll make it work. Dave Edge, how are you? Late, you're back on the road. No worries, mate. Radio Basher. Is it a good RF probe? Yes, it is. Yeah, Mr. Resonator sent it to me. Alan Rose, did you finish that Velleman probe? I haven't started it yet, Alan. On the module, left-hand side. What are you saying? Not with you there, Spanky. Where does the second to bottom go to? Yeah, I think this module's been out before, to be fair. Cheers, Derek. Catch you later, mate. Thanks for popping in. The way I had it, you mean that way up? Let me get you in, Simon. You can tell me what you mean, because I'm not 100% with you. I'm with the Woolwich. What do you mean, Simon? You mean this up here? We got a short. No, we haven't got a short there. It looks like a short there, but it's not. I think this has been got at before because, you know, I can see some sort of burning on that wire, but then very often this this FM wire does come loose. We've got a lot of dark flux here, which is slightly worrying. So I think this module's been out before. As long as someone hasn't done a twiddly on it, we should be okay. If not, we'll have to pull the module out of one of the other ones and rebuild it. So not understand. The one you said is burnt, where does it go? The purple wire is the FM aerial clip, Simon. It goes onto the FM aerial. Let's pull the FM aerial out of the way. Let's get these metal bits out of the way. Yeah, it's the FM aerial clip. That one. Doing. Just clips onto the telescopic. Very often they come adrift, actually. There's not many that haven't been soldered back on at some stage. Okay, so we've got to get this switchbank out before we can do anything else. And as you can see, it's like a rat's nest in here. There's all sorts of wires coming from the board into the switchbank. It's an absolute nightmare, and it has been apart before, which is worrying. So someone's been in there. Someone's been in that module. It ain't me. So, zoom back out again. Let's get them out and have a look. So you need to take this one out. This is the heatsink for the output transistors. I said transformers then. Nice big thick washer on it, a bit over the top, but there you are. I don't know how many watts output these things are, but they are pretty loud. In fact, they're very loud. It's an absolutely awesome set, this is, people. It's got its flaws, but once they're done, they are amazing. So that needs to come off. What else do we need to take off? We need to take the knobs off, and we'll get this grubby faceplate out of your sight. Ah. Oh, God, that's stiff. Side trims. Let's get this put out of the way. You just store that in the case for now. This is rank, isn't it? This is a really nice dial plate on these. So next thing we've got to do, we've got to take the external sockets off of it, because they all pass through the dial plate. So these have all got to come off so we can get the dial plate off. It's always worth just taking some pictures of that. Is my phone here, or have I left it downstairs? I've left it downstairs. Oh well. I've got plenty of photos of these, to be fair. Looks like the speaker was only just hanging in there as well. This has definitely been apart before, so we might be wasting our time here. See all the burning on all the plastic everywhere. But as I say, we've got 3 chassis here. That's sorted, and over this side we've just got the VHF aerial and the ground wire. There we are. Dial plate off. Let's give that a wipe over, because I think Spanky's OCD is kicking in. Andrew, your favourite Roberts. You love them. How you doing, Andrew? No, Alan, I didn't do the audio one. All I did was built the kit basically on the live stream. That's all. I've not done the probes yet. I don't know if it's any good. It might replace my existing signal tracer. Although I did make that one from scratch. So there's the before. Tasty. Let's get the old antibacterial wet wipes on them. It's pretty grubby, mind you, but it's perfectly okay, the dial plate. There's no damage to it. It's not got any deep scratching that I can see. So it should polish up very nicely. It's got the royal warrant on it. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen. I don't know if Robert's ever managed both of the warrants. Okay. The headphone socket has to come apart on these as well, because they're prone to go in open circuit and killing the radio dead. There you are. One nice clean, but slightly damp dial plate. We might have to change the switchbank on this. It don't seem to be latching properly. It probably more than likely is just grime, but right, I'm going to fire up the desoldering tool, so apologies for the noise. Let's drink some more Tamar River water. Cheers again, everybody. You could be stuffed with the resistors. You can just connect them up to a meter, Simon, and it'll soon tell you which ones they are, mate. Are you a touch colourblind or totally colourblind? So as I say, the aerial's pretty good on this one. And these aerials are fairly unique. They are longer than the R600. And there isn't really any other radios that use this sort of length aerial. So if you're buying a second-hand one of these, make sure you've got the original aerial and it's straight. Let's say you can see I've got lots without aerials because I've pinched them for other radios that I've restored or repaired. The beer seems to be going down a tad slow. It certainly is. Yeah, yours is okay on FM, but dead on AM, long wave and shortwave. It's the module, isn't it? You've got to go for the lotto now, Paddy. You have two purple ones. Yeah, there is another purple one over here. Well, this one goes down to the board. No, it doesn't. It goes through the hole and onto the ferrite, the other one. So the purple goes onto the long wave coil spanky, the other purple one. The problem is, again, people get in these things and they chop and change the wires about. You know, I don't know how many of these wires are actually original. Let's get desoldering then. Got soldering irons coming at my ears here. So we've got to desolder everything off of the module, off of the switchbank. And these traces on these boards, the actual tracks on the circuit boards are really bad. Sounds like it's getting a bit blocked, doesn't it? Where's me prodder thingers? Me proddery thingies. There we are. That's one. Yeah, we've got a blockage. Come on. Let's turn the temperature up a bit. Let's get rid of this blockage. This is the same, Alan. So you, this is what you're going to have to do, mate. If I can get my desoldering tool unblocked, that is. It's absolutely block solid. Soldering is getting so hot it's actually melting the little tool. I won't look solid tomorrow. Yeah, Andrew's not had much. Ah, there we go. Got it. Tricky blockage. That's better. It's better. Oh. Right. You just got to go for it with these, really, not pussyfoot about with them. Just whack them apart. Rip the module out, get the guts out of the thing. Then try and put it all back together after. Yeah, it's definitely been apart before. Just be careful with the traces. She's a-coming apart. She's coming apart. Now, where are you? Are you there? Are you there? Where are you? You there? What the hell's that connected to? Okay. So the wire's out. That side. Yes. Else. So that's one there as well. Normally actually leave those connected to the module and right. So the other pins we've got to do are the actual pins that come out of the module. Now these are damn sight easier to get to than the R600, but I think there's 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so you can see our switchboards immediately become loose. Let's turn that off for a minute. So on the newer ones, you've got a screw in here, both sides, that hold the switchbank in. On these older ones, you haven't got that. You've got these lovely bent over tabs. Just getting a bit closer, just in case anybody wants to have a go at their own. Alan? Yeah, so on these you've got a bent over tab here. You've got to straighten up there. And the same over this side. Can't really see that because the pot's in the way, but it's in there as well. And that should come out. There you go. That's the hardest part done, look. So you can probably see why it's not latching, because of all the body parts in the tuning switch. In the tuning switch? What? Where's the goats? In the switch bank. So yeah, there's lots of nastiness in there. Meaty. I might drop some of that in that beer in a minute. It might give it a bit of head, give it a bit of fizz. So yeah, the ones with the knobs without the brights on the end of them have got the pushover tabs that just go through these slots. The other ones have got a brass spacer, I think, and a screw in them. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's zoom back out a bit. So next we've actually got to get the module out. So we've got these pins here. these lovely little wires, they've all got to come off. I do tend to save those because I reuse them. I mean, I did put some normal sort of like hookup wire in there once, which did work very well. But you know, gotta love the originality, haven't you? So those have got to come off. Got to take these resistors off. They're attached to the module legs. Okay. Right. On with the desoldering tool again. And this is where you've got to be really careful, especially over here, that you don't lift the legs. Sorry, lift the pads. So you've got to be in and out of this pretty quick. Let's get a bit more river water in while that's going. Cheers all. Nice. Lick it clean and you'll give me a £10 super chat. Simon, I don't... No. No is the answer. I'd quite happily dip out on the super chat. Try holding the trigger down longer so the soda gets sucked all the way into the collection jar and doesn't accumulate in the barrel. Yeah, good tip there, Doug. Send it to me instead, Mike. Yeah. I eat modules for breakfast. It says naan on the PCB. It does, doesn't it? Is that naan bread, do you think, Simon? Naan. Now that to me looks like someone's written over the original label. Or it could be that they had naan bread. Right, I've got to turn this temperature right back down again. So I've got it up full whack to clear it. Let's wait for that to cool back down a minute, because otherwise it will lift the pads instantly. So next up we've got to desolder these module pins. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. So you've got a bank of 3 and then a bank of 2. One of these is just soldered to the board as a ground, I think. Was that the ground? I'm not sure now. But yeah, one of these is just soldered to the board, and the other ones are the ones with the little wire legs on them. This is a little bit easier than the R600, I think, anyway. So let's go in. Let's do the others over here. Where are we? So what I'm trying to do is suck the majority of the solder off first. And then go back over it with just a soldering iron to get rid of the worst of it. Just to lift the legs. Right, should be able to turn that racket off now. It's a bit of music for you. There we go. We do the module to music, eh? RV, now which one are you? Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. I warned you yesterday, Mr. De Niro, if you are the real one. So I'm just lifting the rest of them. This track's been burnt out already by the looks of it. That's gone. So someone's definitely had this module out in the past, I think. That one needs a bit of a more of a suck. Yeah, let me just turn the desoldering tool on. There's a couple there that have just got a little bit of solder caught on them. That one's got no trace. Let's lift these up, straighten these up. And we'll see if anyone's been inside this thing before. I think someone has, which is probably it. We might need another module. So two there just to finish desoldering. Let's have a drink of river water and catch up with the chat. It is rough as hell, isn't it, Harvey? It's real mess. Yeah, Andrew's quite right. The inside is an absolute pig's ear. But you know, so that one, I think that one there was not quite. So, what have we got? That's that one out. It's got a bit of solder on it as well, has it? Okay, why are we still stuck? No, we're not. There she goes. We have liftoff. So, hopefully it'll just so all the pins disappear from there. Ah, she's out. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Let's see what's happened in here then. So has Nan been in this? Has our Nan been in here? So let's see if we've got someone that's killed the module dead. Okay. There's definitely sort of flux around the area of the AF117s, but then there's flux all over this board. Dwarf, how are you? How have I survived the beer? Oh, it's tough, mate. Thanks for the link to those ferrules as well. Cheers, everybody. Nice. I'm getting it. I'm struggling to get this down. Let's ease off the music a bit now that the module's out. So I need to get the desoldering tool back on in a second. Let's get that on. I should just keep it on, really, shouldn't I? But it's a racket, isn't it? So yeah, I don't think anyone's actually been in this. It doesn't look bad enough. You can usually tell if someone's been in here, because there'd be some burnt tracks and all sorts of stuff. I don't think there's been anybody in here. And then the labels over the front, so that's always a good sign that the screwdriver expert hadn't been in and started twiddling all these cores. There's only one that they could probably get at, and that doesn't look like it's had a screwdriver in it, so that's good news. If you see one of these and this label's gone, and all the plastic trimmers inside are chewed up where someone's had a screwdriver in, then forget it. You might as well bin the thing and start again. Right, let's get the solder off the two mounting points. Be very careful with those because the solder, the pads are rubbish on these boards. Trying to get these apart without damaging them is very difficult. So we need to, this one here can take a bit more heat because there's a bit more to it, but try not to heat the board, heat the actual little tab till you can lift it. Come on, heat up. This one does not want to go. Come on, soldering on up. No, it's still on. Okay. So if you free one side up like that, so I've just freed that side up. What you want to do is grab your pliers and just bend this tab up out of the way, and just put a little bit of heat on that tab, and out she comes. Oh, right, interesting. Someone has been in here. Someone has been in here. Let's get the overhead camera on it. Very interesting. Looks like we've got 3 AF127s in it, look. So yeah, we've got 3 AF127s. And I mean, this is definitely an older LP1164-1. I think the later ones were -2 that had the AF127s in them. or 125s, I can't remember now. $3,000 subs soon. Cheers, Harvey. Yeah, I looked this morning, I think it was this morning or yesterday, and I was up to 3,992. So I'm 8 subs away, sorry, 2,992. So I'm 8 subs away from the magic 3,000. So we'll have to get the Hacker RP30 back out again for a bit more work. Graham, how are you doing? Partial to a bit of Scrumpy. It looks like Scrumpy, doesn't it? Billy, what's the betting when you get inside the transistor legs have been cut? There you go. Bit of a surprise, that one. We're going to have to get it on to Frankie, aren't we? Popping down the workshop. Cheers, Simon. No, it's not a later module, I don't think. Is that module AM, shortwave, medium wave, and FM? Yeah, everything goes through this module, Simon. Let's darken that down a little bit. So you can see we have got AF12 series transistors in there. Let me have a look, see what they are. So that was an AF127, that's an AF127, and that's an AF127. Whoever's done it has done a really neat job of it, to be fair. The only mistake they've made is not replacing the capacitors in there. Because it could be that the transistors are fine, but the capacitors are knackered. We need to go and get Frankie, don't we? Let's go and get Frankie a minute. Let me go and get Frankie and we'll connect this up to see if it is actually working. That's if I can find Frankie. He has been out to play fairly recently. Frankie! Come, Frankie! 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 Come on, boy! Come on, Frankie, where are you? You hiding? You hiding? Oh, there's our 600 Frankie. So what have I done with the R707 Frankie then? There he is. Here he is. Everybody needs a Frankie. So basically this radio has got no module in it. It's got everything else except the module. So the idea is that we can clip a module in there to see if it's actually working. It could be that someone saved me a job and they've done the transistors and they're working fine. It could just be the capacitors. So let me get myself sorted here. Let me find what we're going to do. So we need to get a... plug in there. Now, the only thing I haven't got to hand, and I'm going to need it, is my book. with all the wiring colours in it. Now I tried to find that earlier and I couldn't find it. This could be a stumbling block. But hopefully you're getting the idea. You're getting the plan. Now what have I done with it? Because I moved a lot of stuff out of this room ready for the Christmas live streams, and one of them was this book. It is critical to the whole module. So I did have a look earlier and I couldn't find it. That doesn't hold up much hope, does it? Don't worry, let's keep looking around. I don't think it's in here. If it is, I've put it somewhere very, very safe. What have I done with it? What have you done with it, Graham? It's definitely in a safe location. If I can't find the book, I'd have to take the radio apart and trace it all back, which would be a pain in the neck. So the book we have to find. Can anybody see it? I don't understand why it's not in my room, because that's where it lives normally. Come on, Mr. Book. Where are you? Mrs. Cruncher could have tidied it up though, couldn't she? I'll say that quiet in case she hears. I may have taken it downstairs. Let me see. Aha, is that it? I have it. I have it. Oh, Mrs. Cruncher's got the tea on the go. On the go. Right. Yeah, I got it downstairs because I was putting a list of capacitors together for someone that wants a set of caps for the R75MB or P75MB even. Right. That's what I was after, and I've got a note. Check AFC operation. So basically, I had one that I did, repaired the module, put it all back together, and the AFC didn't work. So you must check the AFC, Graham. Michael, how you doing? Hi, Paul, how are you? Paul Drake. You thought the later ones had AF127s. Yeah, you could be right, Mike. I mean, someone might have swapped the module. I tell you what, that might be what's happened to this, Mike. If you think about it, I would have assumed back in the day that Roberts did have spare modules, and this radio may well have gone back to Roberts to have a new module put in. Or this might have gone through a dealer. I mean, you can see on the board here, this flux has et through here, because this board is normally sprayed white. And when you start soldering on it, you get this bleed through of the flux. Especially if you use isopropyl on it, isopropyl will get rid of that white altogether. But there isn't any on the underside of the transistors. And to me, it doesn't look like that's been reworked. So it may be that this has gone to a dealer and had a replacement module put in it. The board is bent. I don't know if you can see the angle of that. If you can see that. Can we get the camera to focus? Yeah, there. If I sort of line that up with the camera, there is a bit of a bend in the board. But at the end of the day, it's only a thin board. Shocking soldering on it. Yes. Yeah, the FM front end is in the in underneath the tuning cap. Yeah, thanks, Mike. It does certainly help for testing. Well, it's fairly crucial, really, because you think, I mean, Andrew's been there, Simon's been there. You've gone ahead, you've done your module, you're really chuffed with yourself, you put it back in the radio and it doesn't work. It might be that you've got a wire in the wrong place on the AF127s or the GT322Bs, whichever one you put in there. It might be that you decided not to bother doing the capacitors and one of those is packed up. It could be one of the diodes in here gone. If you've got no way of testing it outside the radio, then you really are taking potluck that it's still going to work, because it could be failed for something else other than the transistors, which could be the case in this one. So we need to wire this up as per my book. So we need to get it the right way round. So we've got the 2 and the 3. So this side here we got red. It's a bit cumbersome, this, and these aren't the best clips for doing this, but it does work. So green. So now you see why I need this book. I'll have to digitize it when I stick it on my computer, so as I've got a copy of it. We've got one clip lead that doesn't want to be a clip lead there. This has had a fair bit of use. Pretty much every module I do goes on this one for the R707, so that clip's a bit bent and twisted. Better. Okay, and this side. Got that right. Yeah, okay. So red, yellow, green. Green, black. Hang on, what are we doing here? Where are you going here, Graham? So the green next. Green's jumped off. Black, purple. There we are, all connected up, ready to go. Fire in the hole. He is dead. Oh, hang on. Hang on, one of the leads has come off. Let's try that again.
own goal, and we are separate from
It's sort of started working. That don't sound good, does it? Don't sound good. What's going on here? You sure my wires are connected up? It wasn't working on FM, but then saying that I didn't have the aerial extender. Let's try again. Oh, a bit of Christmas music, feel it.
right. He's come away for you from Lady Gaga. We got the 6-pack as well. Of course, that
Long wave. There's some weird oscillation going on, long wave and medium wave. Yeah, something definitely not right on long wave and medium wave.
Really, just really interesting and
Oh dear, you didn't just do the same track again, because he says loads of people do that. You know, you hear people cover it all the time and they just play the exact same song as it was.
Starts off all right, and then it goes into some.
He emailed saying that it was like sad.
Yeah. And that could be alignment on the module. That could be alignment. So I think it could just be one of these a fraction out. Yeah, we've got a bit of oscillation going on there. Okay. So the module does work of sorts, but something ain't quite right with AM on it. So let's the next thing to do really is to get those caps done. And that's a bit of a cliche, but there's no way you're going to pull a module like this apart and not do the capacitors. Because you do not want to be going back in here once you've been in. You don't want to go back. So Frankie was quite happy with some of it, but not all of it. Okay. So most of the caps are 10 microfarads at 16 volts, and there's a 2.5 at 64 volts in there as well. So we're pretty much out of time for today, so I'm not 100% sure. You off, Rich, are you? Yeah, it's got lock fits in the other module, Rich. Well, it's only got, I think it's only one transistor in it. Very populated board. Helmsman's turned up, Alan. Great stuff. Hopefully it's okay. How loud can it play Zorba? Very loud. Very loud, Michael. Could we look back in a previous video for it? What's that, Stephen? Sorry, Stephen, I missed what your thought train was there. It's definitely the module, Simon. Definitely. It's next to the spring. Oh, great stuff. Found your email, sent you my address. Brilliant stuff, Paddy. No worries, mate. Why does the other... I think we've answered that one. What radio is it? It's a Roberts R707, Paul. One of these. Roberts R707. The best radio, I think, that Roberts have ever made. So they're well worth restoring, but what a pig. Possibly oscillating because the shield cover is off. I think someone's had a twiddle, but then it doesn't look like it, Andrew. It doesn't look like anyone's touched it. Used to call it motorboating. Give the module a better earth. I think I'm gonna whip the caps out quickly because I need to knock it on the head fairly soon to get down for my tea. So let's drink the rest of the river water. We still got two. I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't check the AFC operation, but it's going to go back on the test jig anyway. Not today, but it will go back on there. I think we may pop back on this one tomorrow for a carry on. To be continued. So what I tend to do on these is I'll just go round the caps and I'll just mark which is the negative. So I think this is possibly a replacement module, but it could be that the caps have decided they've had enough. And I think that's just where they've soldered it in before and all the stuff's leached through the flux. Cheers, Paul. Catch you soon, mate. Get Mrs. Cruncher to serve. Yeah. Would you like to give her a ring for me, Theo, and just ask her that? See how you get on, mate. See how you get on. I know what the answer will be. Right. Let's turn the temperature up a little bit. Nice. Again, you've got to be in and out of these pretty quick because this board is... let me just get my magnifiers on. These are very fragile traces on these things. They're pain in... I can see that one's already lifted, look. Okay, last one. Don't wiggle the things, just push them through. If you wiggle them and there's one that's not quite gone. There we are. Okay. Time for capacitor bingo. Let's have a look at these, see if any of these are really bad. 2.2 then, you're going to have to be quick on this. 2.2 or 2.5? 2.5. 2.5 microfarads. As I say, you're going to have to be quick. 2.5. 7. You think my clock's wrong? $19.38 here. I'm supposed to finish 19.30. I don't think Mrs. Cruncher's quite got the tea in the oven yet, though. Look at the bend on that, though. That is banana shaped, isn't it? Okay, I'm going for it. ESR of 4, which is too high for one of those. You got 2.71 then, anybody? 2.6 for Nick. Nick's closest. She only talks to me on CB. Yeah, we've got a CB set up just for food orders. Right, okay, next one is 10 then. In fact, these are all 10. So let's have a generic guess as to what the 10 at 16 volts are. I'm not going to put new caps in this today. We're just going to go through these. You don't think Mrs. C does room service? She certainly don't. Breakfast time there, Wenlock. Has Mrs. Cruncher got a tipple? I will send her a Christmas gift. Mrs. Cruncher's favourite drinks are port, German white wine, i.e. Liefremilch or Hock, nothing fancy, or she likes cider. So that's Mrs. Cruncher's. That's the only 3 drinks she likes. She likes port, Liefremilch or Hock, or cider. That's the only 3 things she drinks, Simon. So there you go. She drinks any port, not just mine. I know what you're saying. She likes the crusted port, but she just likes a nice glugger that she can get down her neck pretty sharpish and fall asleep. Did I say that? Don't tell her I said that. God, I'm in dead trouble. Right, okay, let's try these then. I'm going to run through these now. Hi, Kenny. Kenny's going 15. Okay, so that's got high ESR as well. I mean, can you blame it? It's a little tiny cap. It's got a plastic cover on it. It's shoved inside a can. You know, I don't know how... I don't suppose it gets that hot, does it? Doesn't see a lot of current, the IF amp, but, you know, 4.1. It's too high. That should be less than 1. Let's try another one. One of these is possibly going to be a real nasty. Could be a combination of all of them causing a bit of oscillation. 3.6. They're not deal breakers, mind you. We can try it some tomorrow with the can on. Oh, there we go. There's our problem. Should we listen to that tone again? 10 ohms ESR. And the last one. So they're all pretty good for capacitance, but they're pretty bad on. Yeah, they're all around 4, apart from that one which is 10, which is a shocker. So what I'll do is, well, no, we'll do it together. We'll change them tomorrow. We'll change them tomorrow. So let's put Derek's tree on again. Just to drive you bonkers. And let's get the advent calendars up. Let's get them done. Where are we? Put a picture. That is a bit too loud, isn't it? So what day is it today? I forgot what day it is even now. I forgot what day it is even. Number 8 then, where are we? Anybody see number 8? I think it's 8, isn't it? Hot port. Yeah, number 8. Come in number 8. Where is it? Shot. Who's been shot, Richard? You haven't been licking that obelisk, have you? You haven't been out obelisk licking. Left middle, left side, far left, top of trees, left side, second down. He rang Mrs. Cruncher and asked if you could have your tea up in your lab. I won't tell you what she told me, but it did amount to no. Over here, perhaps. Hi Georgie, how are you? Mental week already. Hi and bye. Thanks for popping in, Georgie. Let's have a look at number 8 then. This is proving quite a fiddly little build, really. This. Mike. Thanks, Mike. Good man. Cheers for joining us, mate. So let's have a look what's in 8. So back on the R707 again tomorrow, I think. We'll have another play with it tomorrow. Ah! Oh, hello. Got a few bits in here. What's going on here? Ah, where's me scalpel? There we are. Oh, that cap is shot. Right, okay, got you, Rich. I'll tell you what, I assume this is motors, but how tiny are those? I mean, saying that, I haven't built anything like this for a long, long time. I haven't built anything like that for a long time. Hopefully it doesn't need a massive amount of putting together. Okay, so looks like, where am I? Where's me? Not quite. It's got to go up a little bit. Where's number 8? Okay, so it is blimmin' complex, isn't it? So it looks like they drop. Just drop in. Are they a push fit? Okay, we've got to get these the right way around then, by the looks of it. So it's 1 and 2, B and C. Okay. It would be complicated, wouldn't it? Why couldn't it just be easy? That is motors though, isn't it? How tiny are those? Let's turn that down a little bit because I'm a bit closer. So I'm back when I used to make models, there used to be those big round fairly lumpy stuff. Cheers Mike, catch you tomorrow mate. Good man. Yeah, they used to be fairly lumpy motors, but these are tiny. So I mean these bits seem to be in a different position now. Whether that's, yeah, one's got a longer shaft than the other. No comments. Well, you can comment if you like, but so let's have a look. So number 2 with the longer shaft has got to go. Number 2 with the longer shaft has got to go in line with this pole here, isn't it? Is that right? Yeah, so number 2 goes in there. Of course, I wonder why they were stuck together, because they're magnetic, aren't they? Right, which is number 2? That's number 2, so that one's got to go in there. Andrew's our resident model maker, really. Not me. Ah, there we go. That seems to have jumped in there. So that's driving that, and then this is driving that. Okay. Right. So one motor is driving the lower cog and one is driving the upper one. Christ, you realise this is going to be a complete and utter disaster when I try flying this, don't you? You do know that. Luckily, we've got a field out the back, so the only people that are going to get upset by it are the neighbours' horses and the chickens. So there we are. That's our 2 motors in. So this is pretty much the guts of the helicopter, isn't it? I mean, we haven't got the rotors on yet. And I take it this is the tailpiece with the other little motor on. There we are. Coming on nicely. Hi, Jeff. Gravity amplifiers. Cheers, Mike. Mike Atlantis. Ignore you. No worries, Video Monkey. You're in your own little world. You're fine. Less capacitor bingo, more innuendo bingo. There you are. That's that one done. So let's get the last one up, which is the Weira. I can go and have my tea then. So again, we're looking for number 8. Anyone? Let's get rid of me just in case I'm in front of it. Anybody see it? Bottom middle, Kenny. Oh, straight in. Straight in, Kenny. Bottom middle. Bang on. I say this is a bit of an unusual Weir calendar this year. It's got some quirky little bits in it. So there's number 8 on the present. It's only a little window. It's only little. Looks like it's another hexagon bit. Number 6 hexagon bit. It's well made stuff, this Weir, isn't it? Okay. So let's get the little holder out. There we are. Assume we've got some sort of order here. Let's assume that we've got some sockets going in there, maybe. I don't know, which way is that? That way. So we've got 4, 5, and 6. I take it that is Allen key bits, which is quite useful because I'm always searching for Allen keys. So we've still got a loads to go yet. Obviously we've got a whole row of stuff to go in here. We've got another 4 bits to go in here, and we've got possibly a load more screwdriver bits to go in the old stubby there. But nice advent calendars, these. I really like these. This is the second one I've had. I'm sure if you play back last year's series, you'll see all the contents of last year's Weir toolkit, which was really useful. Right, people, that's pretty much it again for today. Let's have a quick look at the stats, because it's only right to say thank you to the people that have donated. If it's going to go to screen cap. There we go. So we've got some donations today by Video Monkey, Racing Demon twice. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Mr. Video Monkey. I keep forgetting your actual name, Video Monkey. And apologies for that. I know we did talk on email a while back, and you did let me know what your name was, but my head is like gone. So thank you very much for that, people. We've got how many likes have we got? 26 likes. So you know, maybe a few more likes if you liked it. Johnny Spanky. Beyond you repair-wise, it's not beyond you, Spanky. If you're methodical, you're a methodical chap. You can do that, Simon. Whoa! Straight in, #1 fan. Great man. Thank you, Simon. You're the same as me, Video Monkey. Graham. 2 Grahams. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Cracking name. Good choice by the parents there, Video Monkey. Yeah, you can do it, Simon. You can do it. If not, you can video call me and we'll do it together, mate. We'll get it done. So there you go. Tomorrow we'll stick those caps in the R707. We'll put it back on Frankie and see if that's secured that weird oscillation thing. If not, we're going to really have to look at the schematic for that module, which I've got, and try and find out what is causing that. The only sort of other thing is the radio I'm testing it in you just don't know if it's that that's causing the oscillation, really. So it's a tough one. I'll see if I can pull out another module and see if we can test a couple modules on it. Cheers all. Thanks very much for all the super chats today. Much appreciated. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for round 2 of the Roberts R707. So stay safe, take it easy, and we'll catch you soon. And look forward to your email, Paddy. We'll get you that radio sorted. So cheers all. Catch you soon.